welcome back to another forecast. So it's been 2 weeks since I started this, and so far we've been able to get some content out there. All right, so as usual, we need a disclaimer. With my previous analysis, I did have my expectation price pushing a little bit higher and moving below this daily target, but price did not do that for last week. So, and instead we pushed even higher and came back to just create what equal lows over there. Currently things are just messed up over here with the analysis, so I'm going to get rid of everything and then we do it fresh so that we have a fresh outlook on everything. So looking over here, I do have this. Looking over here, I do have this move as price moved higher. I do have this, right? And then price came all the way down, taking out this low over here. When price did that, price retraced into this zone, testing out this high, but did not take it out. Instead, we've been selling off since then. Another high and then low, high, low, and then we have this high. Price came to test it, but did not take it out. Currently, price is over here. So this movement in price is giving me a bearish outlook on price, and bear in mind that this is the daily time frame. So if you look at what price is doing currently, I'm going to take out my path tool and map everything out. So low, then we have the high, then we have this low, we have this high, and then this low. But it looks like price is consolidating over here. Drawing out this trend, I do have my last high over here and my last low here. So if I should just mark that out, I have this and then this. Let me just move this whole thing up here. Okay. So this high as the daily high, which I'm going to label. Okay. The daily high. And then this low as the daily low. For last week, the past week, I was expecting that price would take out the daily low, but looks like markets did not want to go below this low. If you notice, we've been testing this area for quite some time now and still gets bounced. So price is consolidating at that low over there. All right. So this is the last high and we have the last low over here. Okay. Now, what is the trend of everything? Just like the last time, we're going to write out everything. So the trend is what? Trend is bearish. I still have a bearish outlook on GU. Now, what's the target? We have the target. I still I'm of the opinion that the target is the daily low, even though price is just consolidating at that area, right? So I'm gonna just put it there, daily low, and let's just add the price. So 1.19124. So what's the expectation? The expectation is for price to actually take out the daily low. So this is my daily time frame analysis. Let's just make sure that we have that label there. LTF analysis. So that's it for the daily time frame. If we should move over to the 4-hour time frame, this is what we have currently on the 4-hour time frame. And my previous expectation was for price to actually push higher a little bit and then take out the 4-hour low, which was also what the daily low, but that did not happen. Instead, we had price moving higher, taking out some internal liquidity, all of these highs, this, and this, reaching this high and then moving down again up to this point where we came to mitigate this level, and we have price retracing, taking out internal liquidity again. All right, so because of this, we need to clear the old analysis. All right, so if we take a look at price on the 4-hour time frame, this is it. And what do we have? What do we see? So if we should take the path to, we have from this high to this low, back to this high, and then we have this low over here. We can't mark this high just yet because it did not produce a new low that went below this. It should have produced what? A new lower low for this to be considered what? A lower high. Currently, price just came to what? Create equal lows over here. So I'm not going to label this. I'm just going to leave it as it is currently and just change the color so we know that that's for the 4-hour TF, 4-hour time frame. What is the range? What's the range that price is in currently? We have this high, and then we have what? This low. So if we should label it so as to not confuse it with a target for our high, and then this would be the 4-hour low. Okay, now that we have the range and price is within it, just bouncing back and forth, what do we need to check next? Okay, so if we should write out the 4-hour analysis. So what's the trend? Trend is still bearish. What's the target? I am of the opinion that the target is what? The 4-hour low. And what price target is that? 1.19138. And then what's the expectation? Over here, the expectation is to what? Mitigate the last order block and then drop to take out the target. So mitigate last order block and take out the target. So I'm just creating a storyline so that anytime I look at a chart and I look at the notes that I've taken, I'll be able to understand what I was thinking, what my thought process was. So this is it. But bear in mind that this is just speculative and price can do anything. So this analysis is not final, it's not set in stone. Based on what price gives me, then I adjust the analysis as I see fit. That was just a point of note. So mitigate the last order block and take out the target. What was the last order block? If I am looking at this with this movement, inward movement here, from this to this to this, should I consider this? Because we've taken out this high and then this. There's a range we have priced in currently. We have this and then this. So price should probably mitigate this order block before we drop. All right, so now let's mark it out. So this should be the order block that price should mitigate before drop. So my expectation now that price is in there and price is at what, a premium level. If we look at the last range that we marked out, from this high to this low, we see that what price is currently at what, a premium level. So what will be our expectation? Our expectation will be for price to what, go lower from where it is currently, or they might push up a little bit before they actually continue lower. So this will be my expectation for price for this coming week, this coming trading week. So we'll just have to see what happens with price, because price is currently at a premium level over here. We have passed the equilibrium. We are not in the discount area. We are here, which makes this what, the premium level. So, and since my bias is bearish, I'll be looking to take price lower from here based on what price gives me. All that being said, if price should show indications of moving higher, it means that what, this high will now be a target, and I will adjust the analysis accordingly. It means that what, we'll be looking for buys instead of sells. So in my opinion, this high should hold. If price shows me signs that what, they want to take price higher, then I'm going to change my analysis and be looking for buys instead. Otherwise, my default will be to look for sales. All right, so this is my thought process. Already we have taken out this high, this internal liquidity. We took out some highs in here, including this, and then this also. So price should start moving lower. We might see, if price is to move lower, we might see some reaction from here if price should get here, because this wick over here indicates what, buyers coming in. So this wick alone in itself is what, a demand zone. So price might react if price should ever reach this wick. This wick here, if price should ever reach here, price might react from here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So this is it for the 4-hour time frame analysis. Let me just get all of that down. Let's see the 1-hour TF, what's happening over there. So on the 1-hour time frame, what do we see? We see a bearish move. So we have this high, this low, this high, this low, this high, and then this low. Our price was moving higher here, low, high, taking out what? This high over here. So let's just take a look at it closely. Let me change this to trend so we see what's happening. So as price took out this high, we see it as what? Internal liquidity. So that's what? A break of structure. I see it as what? They took out what? Internal liquidity as they were moving higher. But that still doesn't change my bias. My bias is still what? It's still bearish. So on the 1 hour time frame, I'm going to be looking for sales from where price is in this general area here. So this will be my supply zone here. This will be the supply zone I'll be looking to sell from. If price gives me a confirmation to take price lower. So if we Y this zone, I'll take a look at this zone because when price took out this low, this was the last pullback. Stop hunting this high and what? Filling out this imbalance here before price continued lower. So if price is returning into the area, it means we might see some reaction downward into at least this zone here. Then we will know what price will do from this area here. But from this area, I'll be looking for sales once again. So on the 1 hour time frame, this is what I am seeing. So immediately, let me just go to the 15 minutes time frame. On the 15 minutes time frame, you can see that we have this imbalance here left to be filled, and price is already in that area. So we'll be looking for sales.